Hello, everybody. As you can see, Meatloaf. Tilt that up a little bit. I'll move a lot of this. A lot of it is where it is, because that's where I start. I always take a picture of everything laid out. Got pulled up. There we go. Perfect. All right, well, first thing I want to get started. Three-fourths cup. Sure hope this fits. It's gonna be about the only thing I measure today. Nod going. My milky breadcrumbs. There we go. Come on, bud. Yeah. Here's our bowl. There we go. Okie dokie. Yeah, let that chill. I'll cut this onion. All right, there's my panade. Doing an egg per pound, 3 pounds. Ooh. little MSG. Wrong with a little flavor enhancement. Jalapeno. I want this to be flavorful and a little spicy. A bit of cayenne. Crazy on that one. That. You're gonna get some real ASMR going here in a second. I don't want to over mix it, but I definitely want to make sure it gets incorporated and evenly distributed. Okay. Wash my hands real quick so I can move you over. Seems like it may be easier. freeform this. I'm a barbecue sauce, not a ketchup guy. Don't get me wrong, I do like ketchup. I just meant for meatloaf. Meatloaf ready and raring to go. I'm gonna leave this out. All right, I got the oven at 350. Okay. That bad boy is on her way. Alright, so while that's going on, that going. Okay. Onions. Donion. Onions or donion? Onions. 2 potatoes. Where would I imagine would take the longest? Bless me. It is in the wash. Lucky for me. Let me wash these real quick. Alright, potatoes washed. Oh boy. See. We even have anyone here today? We got one. I'll take it. What's going on with you guys? Anything new going on today? Substantial black spots. Not on this side though. Any big plans for the weekend, anybody? No Super Bowl, no football. Guess it's a lonely day today. Back stiff. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, get this going. lights, camera, go. Salt. Convenient. Having the lid right there. Alright, I'm gonna rinse these real quick. Oh, Skipper. Over here. Come here. There's the bud. There he is. Ooh, he dropped his green bean. What a character. Wish there was a way both have both of these things. Hey, over here. There you go. No, no, don't run off. Okay. He feels like he got away with it, so he's got to go run off and eat in a corner. Classic. Over here. Come on, bud. Around here. Come on. What the heck? Over here. Come on. If you want them, you gotta come here. Sit. Good boy. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for the drink.
I brought you a beverage. Hi, Skipper. You enjoying? Hello. You enjoying green beans?
Always.
I-
How was work?
Well,
I mean, I believe that.
things that happened. Which hurt me, don't you?
Yes. Hey.
Thought that wasn't supposed to come until tomorrow.
Well, it's here.
Okay.
How many purchases did you get?
Well, I've been returning them and exchanging them for a different one.
That doesn't answer my question. How many purchases did you get? Is that like
It's-
the third one?
Yes, this is the third one.
Okay.
Hopefully, it's the last one.
Are you keeping any of these?
No, I've been returning every single one.
I thought you liked the brown one.
No, it's too small, so I returned it.
Oh.
And then bought this one.
I thought it was ugly.
Did you?
Yeah. I wasn't going to tell you that unless you would.
I didn't really like it either. Like, I wanted to like it more.
It looked too pokey.
Pokey?
Yeah.
You don't like the square person?
It looked weirdly unfinished to me. I don't know how to explain that. I'm not an art person.
No, it's okay. I bought a different one. I returned that one today.
You gotta be careful around the knife, bud. You can't just walk up to me.
You gotta be careful. But no, I've returned all three. Well, whatever, however many I've returned. And I have store credit. Like, the shipping's included back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh, careful, bud. Oh my god. I was giving him carrots. And I finally got a carrot on the back.
Yeah.
And then I pet him. And the one on the back fell off. And he ate it. But then for like 5 minutes after that, he was convinced there was one on his back.
Yeah.
And he was like tap dancing around in here. And like sitting and looking. And trying to sniff and get it. And there wasn't anything on him. So I had to get one out of the fridge. And try to get it on him so that he would calm down.
That sounds about right.
It took like 5 minutes for him to finally believe there wasn't.
Well, that didn't go well.
It was a whole process. But I had to get gas in my car, and I got held up at work, so it's like I'll get Chris a drink.
Right. I mean, it's always appreciated.
Yeah. I also cut my hand on the
How do you cut your hand on a dishwasher?
the rail on the top.
Oh.
I went to like roll it in, and then when I went to reach down as it was still rolling to put something in the bottom, I caught that bracket.
Well, do your best to, not do that again.
Which is why the colanders aren't washed, because then I just started. I needed to go address it. It wasn't a big cut, but it was
Enough.
enough.
I understand that completely.
I was like, it's not stopping.
I assume you had no issues with getting that reservation for your birthday.
Not at all. I do need to book a hotel room though. I'm trying to figure out which one I want.
I thought you already booked one.
No.
No.
It was expensive, and I held off on it, and now I can't figure out where we should stay. Like, cause there's a somewhat nice hotel, but it's south. So I didn't know how far away you wanted to be.
I don't care. Whatever you want, it's your birthday.
Do you need anything from upstairs?
No, I'm okay. Thank you for asking, though.
Puppy!
That new family moved in. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do this gravy first. That'll be easy to keep warm. Okie dokie. A little bit of salt to help them open up. Three tablespoons of butter. Tablespoon. See if I can't get it. Coconut. There we go. There we go. Come on, release your moisture. I got these potatoes are done. Ooh, there we go. Look at all that liquid. Release. Where's my pen? White pepper. Excuse me. Excuse me. Little rosemary potatoes won't hurt.
Okay, so right there.
just sloping around. Are you doing food-related puns? Because I'm absolutely game. Rednificent. I believe I said that correctly. I'm currently working on getting these mushrooms nice and sweated out. They released all their liquid. Now I'm going to cook them down before I make them into a gravy. No, I would never do that. Sure. Don't get too far ahead or I'll have to catch up. What? You don't like that, Chris?
I did like that.
You are a simple pal.
Yeah. I am.
Nicely done. I love meatloaf. I'm due to make one myself in a little while. You should. They're fantastic. And they're very versatile. You can make them any meat. You can do all kinds of cool flavor combinations. Because, I mean, it's essentially just hamburger or ground meat you can just do anything with. And that's awesome. Mine's pretty plain. Although I'm hoping it'll be very moist. I made a panade instead of just breadcrumbs. So I did milk and breadcrumbs, some cheese, and barbecue sauce on top. Alright, these are nice and cooked. Get that butter melting. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. But yeah, I'm a big meatloaf fan. Grew up on it. Two, three. And my favorite part is I'm going to make some meatloaf sandwiches at least tomorrow for lunch, if not Saturday as well. Trying to cook the flour taste out of this roux. We're going to do this nice and slow and let it thicken up as we go. That thickened up really quick. Okay. Maybe a little bit more. All right. You still here? Reticent? Rednificent? What brought you in here? You just a fan of Meatloaf or browsing? What is that, beef base? Yeah, it's beef bouillon. I'm using store-bought stock, which is usually not very flavorful, so I always add a big scoop of chicken or beef bouillon to whatever I'm making. I think it'll really help with the flavor of this gravy. It helped bring the color around for sure. Makes everything better. Oh, absolutely. I think I have like 5 different kinds in my kitchen right now. I have the vegetable one, which I rarely use. I think I've only used it once or twice. The chicken and the beef, which are pretty common, and then I have another, I think it's like garlicky onion. This gravy smells so good with the meatloaf. Ugh. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I've also got some green beans and onions going. I don't know if that's straight, but I have to let this heat back up. Alright, I got the meatloaf out. I'm gonna put a layer of barbecue sauce on there. It's still got about 20 minutes left. Okay. Back in the oven. Yeah, it's about a 3-pound meatloaf. I plan to eat on it for a couple days for sure. Did I turn the temperature on? I turned this on very low. I need to turn it up. Alright. Excited? Yeah, we take meatloaf serious in this house. What can I say? Although I did thoroughly confuse my timer by pulling it out. No joking around here. So yeah, seriously. I should have left that pepper out. I need to season it. got some green beans and onions over here, and then some garlic I've already got cut up that I'll throw in there towards the end. Just trying to get a nice saute on them. Turn it down a little bit. That pan heats up a lot. I didn't hear anything at all until you stirred. Oh. You got noise cancellation? Yes. I have a noise gate and noise suppression on it. One of my first streams, I was cooking in a wok, and the complaint was it sounded like you were under a waterfall. So this is the best I can do. There won't be any ASMR streams. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. You a big fan of food, I assume? Oh, yeah. You like cooking it, or you just like eating it? Or, I mean, I personally find it relaxing watching somebody cook. I love cooking my own stuff and watching others cook. Oh, nice. What's your favorite thing to cook? Anything you're really good at? I suppose I make a lot of stir fries. Oh, cool. I like stir fries. My oven is not particularly great for a wok. I still use it, but yeah. I think I need a bigger one, and I definitely need a gas stove, but that's not going to happen. Not in this house. It's all wired for electric, which is fine. Like Thai stuff and curries? Oh, yeah. I really like, what is it I always get? I like drunken noodles. I'm not a big, like, Thai or Indian curry because of the coconut in it. I'm not a big fan of coconut milk or coconut in general, but I do plan on making some of those at some point and instead using heavy cream so that it's a little bit more palatable for me and the wife. But, I mean, I love good Japanese curry. Ooh. I'm hoping to make some curry udon at some point in the near future. Do you like drunken noodles with holy basil? Yes. We have a really nice Thai place here in town that we go to. God, it seemed like we were going every week for a while. We had to tone it back. But my wife really likes it. She gets it's called Guy Todd. But I don't know if that's like a thing just for them or if it's a all over type meal. Yeah, holy basil stir fry is great. You grow your own basil? Good for you. It's hard to find Thai basil out here. You'd have to go to the specialty market for it. But then again, you gotta go there for quite a few things anymore. It is, and it's all wilted and gross where I find it anyways. No, yeah, exactly. Whenever I go to like the Asian market or anything like that, it's usually I have to get stuff that's boxed or frozen or jarred, because a lot of the fresh stuff that they import has been sitting a while. Although I'm lucky I can get like daikons and other what was it? Like sweet potatoes and stuff like that. I can get that at the local store, but just some of the more specialty stuff like that, yeah. These green beans are smelling so good. We had a random... I grew a bunch and dried out. I already ran out for this year, though. We had a random frost and most got damaged. Yeah, that sucks. We, for the most part, were fairly lucky with our weather when it came to growing stuff. I attempted a garden this year, and it did not turn out particularly well. I was a little too impatient and thought things like tomatoes would be, I don't know, within a month or two. And they took most of the time. And then by the time I remembered that I still had them out there, they kind of wilted. I was like, I kind of screwed myself on this. I haven't decided if I'm going to try again next year. But I am for sure going to try and do like a fresh herb patch for like chives and parsley, maybe some basil. Alright, I think this is ready for the garlic over here. Oh, it smells so good. These are done. Could you do me a favor? Could you come over here and like wipe down the all this double-handed stir action? Try again, something small. Growing something and eating it is like the most satisfying thing to me. I agree, because I was really trying to grow a bunch of peppers and tomatoes to like can some salsa was my ultimate goal. And while I did get some jalapenos and some small cherry tomatoes, my overall tomato production was absolutely terrible. But I could have done a lot. I meant the island. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to entertain. Do you grow anything else other than basil? This gravy needs to thicken up a little bit. I'm gonna have to taste this for salt levels, and I feel like it is going to be hot. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Yeah, I confused the heck out of my thermometer. It said 19 minutes when I pulled it, and then it went up to like 40 minutes, and now it's down to 19, now it's down to 17, and it's got like 20 degrees to go. Potatoes. Potatoes are really easy. Sweet potatoes, russets, yams, any specific kind, ube. I've got a strawberry patch starting. Russet and reds are my favorite. Oh, those are good. I'm a big fan of like golden Yukons. Not golden Yukons. Golden. Maybe it is. Yukon Gold. Yeah, I got it backwards. What am I doing? Yeah, you gotta mix between the waxy and the starchy. They've got different uses for sure. All right, I think this needs a little garlic. And a bit more pepper. Yeah, Yukon Gold. Yeah, they're really nice too. Good French fries. Yeah, that's what the mashed potatoes I made were. I bought some and used, I don't know, like 2/3 of a bag. So I just threw the rest of them in. Made a quick mashed potato today. Nothing fancy. Pretty solid gravy. If we just hurry up and thicken up a little bit, we'd be tasting. I may have to do a cornstarch slurry just to speed this along. Wow, okay, that thing is really freaked out. Actually, we may not. This looks promising. Growing herbs, though, is probably one of the most work/value ratio when it comes to gardening. Yeah, I believe it. A lot of people I know have fresh herb gardens that they go to grab their stuff. It seems really useful. Especially since most of the time you can do it inside. Like on a windowsill. Sorry, I like to wipe up as I go. It's so much tastier when you get a lot more from your own than what you get from the store cost-wise. Oh yeah, fresh herbs are very expensive. Especially when you buy like the still alive ones. Come on, bud. Yeah, I'm gonna go with slurry. Yeah, fresh basil pesto would be like $20 to make. Yeah. Are you a fan of cilantro, or are you one of the soap people? I'm definitely one of the soap people. You'd eat it in a day, of course you would.
It's enough.
I was wondering. Yeah, I'm tired of waiting. I'm hungry. There we go. Look at that. I do like cilantro myself. Dill's really easy. I like dill. I don't use it as often as I should. I've really gotten into making my own like ranch because it's all just just a bunch of seasonings plus mayonnaise, mayo, and sour cream. Mayonnaise and mayo are the same thing. Buttermilk, I was what I meant. And it's so much better than like Hidden Belly Ranch or any of the stuff you find on the shelves. Chives too, yeah. I'm gonna put these back on to keep them warm. Just a little bit. Keep it nice and low. I'd make all of my own sauces like ranch if I could keep up with it all the time. Yeah, it does take a lot of effort. And they don't last as long as the store stuff because, that's all shelf stable. So you end up having to make it like once a week, every 2 weeks, depending on how often you're using it. I made good mayo before too with olive oil. I've wanted to do it. That one seems to be a little intimidating to me for some reason. I'll try this. Nothing wrong with that. Drink. Thank you. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I put a picture, not a picture. I put my blue shirt on the dryer. It's at that spot that you didn't treat.
Thank you.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah, I need it.
I put it on. Was like, what is this? I didn't do that. If you're into making sauces, you should make some chimichurri. That should be easy. You like cilantro. Get some garlic, olive oil. Plus, it'll be delicious. Throw that on some steak. Or chicken, honestly. You can pretty much chimichurri anything. All right, 145. That does sound pretty good. Yeah. There's an Argentinian restaurant that we went to around here that's really nice, and I was blown away by their food. It was so good. I keep meaning to go back sometime. It's just a little out of the way, and it's a little bit expensive. All right, we're at 146. I need to get to 160 for my meatloaf to be done, and then rest. So it's mostly parsley. I've had it with cilantro. I don't know, maybe I just had a different one. Or maybe I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. That could very well be the case, too. Even if it is mostly parsley, that's still pretty good. I'm a big fan of fresh parsley. I'm looking at an Argentinian one. Probably fine with either. Yeah. Well, one's going to taste like soap to me, but what can you do? I've gotten used to it in some things, like salsa. I don't even notice it. It's one of those flavors that you expect. When it's hidden, it's not so bad, but when it's on display. Yeah, as long as it's... I made arugula pesto. That would be really good. Very peppery, too. Arugula is peppery, so that would be good. You could almost do like a pesto cacio e pepe with that, because without having to go full pepper, you could use the pesto arugula for that. That'd be an interesting one. It's a good idea. You should try that. Like a stink bug? Ah, yeah, I could see that. I'm stirring this out of habit at this point, because it's done. I'm just waiting. The arugula pesto was pretty strong with the pepperiness, but with some crusty bread, it was good. It would have been better cut with another green. Yeah, I could see that. Not everyone is super big into arugula. My wife hates it. I think it's good. I made an arugula salad with a frittata we did one time, like goat cheese and asparagus frittata, and then did a red wine vinaigrette arugula salad with some fresh Parmesan and tomatoes. With the Parmesan, I was kind of doubling down on the pepperiness. Well, a little bit more nutty than peppery, but it's a beautiful sauce. All right, my thermometer is back to an actual time. I think 7 minutes, and my meat will be done. It's a predictive thermometer. So you set it to what you're cooking to, and it's got 8 sensors, and it will go through the sensors and decide where the middle is, and then basically graph and run an algorithm to figure out how the temperatures are changing over the 8 points, and give you a time down to the second as to when it's going to be done. It's super fancy. I love it. And it works perfectly. It's not great for like smoking or barbecue whenever you have like a stall. So like pork and brisket and stuff like that. They're working on that. You can update it, which I have an update I need to put in there, but my phone is the camera, so can't really connect it till afterwards. Hey, Ghetto, welcome back. Glad you could make it. We're getting close to finishing the meatloaf in the oven. I've got a nice brown mushroom gravy here. I've got some green beans, onions, and garlic, and a little bit of mashed potatoes. And then we'll pull the 5 minutes to pull the meatloaf. It's supposed to be nice and cheesy. It's got instead of ketchup, it's got barbecue on the outside. I'm quite looking forward to it. Did you look up movie times at all? 7?
No, I can't. B&B or
Preferred, but if we can't make it. Sounds good. Nice hack with the ketchup, switching for barbecue sauce. Yeah, my wife hates ketchup. She doesn't do condiments at all other than barbecue sauce. So it seemed like an easy switch, and it's really good. I made a panade with milk and breadcrumbs, try and get it nice and soft. So we'll see how that comes out. It's a big 3-pound whopper of a meatloaf. I'm planning on making some nice grilled meatloaf sandwiches with it tomorrow for lunch for sure, and probably Saturday as well. I'm not gonna get through 3 pounds of meatloaf without trying. Have you made her barbecue chicken pizza so good and easy? Yes, the thing's the size of a baby. Yes, I have made her barbecue chicken pizza. Honestly, I'm supposed to be getting a nice countertop oven, and I plan on using that to cook some pizzas in as well. So I'm looking forward to getting back into pizza making. I don't have like an outside grill or like a pizza grill or anything. I do have a Traeger smoker, but I can't seem to figure out how to film that and make an interesting live stream, considering it's just hours of waiting, and you can't even see it because it's inside. Maybe it'll just be a day of hanging out and drinking beers. Hungry? Dumb question, I guess. I apologize if the mashed potatoes are a little cold. Well, normally when I make a whole batch of mashed potatoes, they kind of insulate themselves. I don't have to worry about it as much. There weren't a lot of potatoes available. This was a last minute idea. But it's not that bad. It's pretty room temperature. Hello there. How's it going? It's going well. We're finishing up the meatloaf. We've got all the sides and stuff prepared, but the meatloaf's got about a minute left before it comes out. Try and make this better. There we go. That's a little crooked. There. Yeah, countertop oven mean an air fryer type thing? No, it's like an actual. It's called a Breville Smart Oven. It'll fit about like 1 9 by 13 dish. You can use, and it's got about 40 different settings. It'll do air frying, it'll do oven, it'll do high heat, like convection, it'll do dehydrating, it'll do a bunch of other stuff. Yep, we just hit 160. So it can do like 500 for pizza, I guess. Yeah, it's. I think the max temperature is 480, but you can they basically have pizza stones for it or pizza steels, so you can do pretty much everything. It's what J. Kinsey Lopez Alt has, and he couldn't recommend it more. And I need a little bit more oven space, so I ordered it a month ago, and it still hasn't arrived. They keep pushing it out a week every time I ask about it. Not bad looking, right? Do you want to get a picture of this? Can you get it long ways? And can you just get one of both? Sandwich and hot dog. Oh yeah, that's a molten volcanic mound. It looks like an asteroid hit your kitchen. The thing is oozing more than what Dr. Pimple does in one day. I have a tentative goal to build a cob oven for a wood-fired pizza. Wow. That's pretty cool. And yes, this thing is a massive 3-pound cheesy, beefy mound. It's going to be delicious. I want a picture of all.
You were just laying it out.
Yeah. We're up to 162 internal, so just got to give it another minute for carryover. I want to hit 165, although if it maintains 162 for more than a minute, then we've already hit the bacteria point, so it should be fine. What are you guys going to eat for dinner tonight? Anything? Anything good? Or something quick? $163.
Well, that I need to, no.
Go for the picture.
No. Move.
I'm making a quick sandwich with tortilla bread. That sounds good. Is that a 5 bags?
Why'd you just do that?
Because I'm pulling it out.
Some of them are just, even though I take it that way, it rotates them.
Oh.
So you're going to have to just rotate it on your computer.
Okay. Let's cut this bad boy.
Don't you let it rest?
That's a good looking piece. You care what piece you have? You want the ends?
I like the end.
How many pieces would you like? You want 2?
Yes.
Like carving a turkey. I make lots of poor choices. Not bad. You can see it's clearly cooked. Very juicy.
Really?
Yeah.
you put cheese in these?
Yes. Wait. There's cheese in the meatloaf. There's not cheese in the mashed potatoes.
Oh, I saw the cheese bag out there.
Yeah. Looks like meatloaf. Yeah. Now the question is, can I get this without it breaking? The answer is no.
I'll hold the plate. I got help.
I'm gonna move it on to that. Where's your fish spatula? There we go. Operation integrity. Okay.
We have that really well centered.
Hmm?
I mean, you did that.
Oh. I've been trying to work on it. It's a little bit much in mashed potato. Oh. Oh, I realize you can't stir it. Sorry. What was it?
Very good. My mouth is full.
Damn, I'm jealous. My mom always made meatloaf with egg noodles. I don't really know why, but I guess it's the American Italian style.
That sounds good.
I've never had. You mean like you use that as your starch that holds it together, or you mean it like
As opposed to mashed potatoes.
as instead of mashed potatoes?
I think it's as opposed to mashed potatoes.
I was about to say my
Well,
mom.
that sounds delicious.
My mom is makes meatloaf with oatmeal. Try and cut down on the carbs, and it's actually not that bad. It's sitting on something, yeah. I'll take gravy and mash over egg noodles, though. Yeah. Yeah, you can use pretty much any starch you want as a binder. But I wouldn't use dry oatmeal. I'd use like soaked oatmeal if you were going that route. Oh, hold on. That didn't go as quite as... There we go. I'll have to fix the mashed potatoes, though. I bet it's alright. I've made this thing called mashed potato oatmeal. What is that? Mashed potato oatmeal. That looks good.
Where's my food go? It's
Over
over
here.
there.
Now for the taste. I once had it with lentils in it. Not bad, but my father told my mom not to make it again. Yeah, my dad was that way a lot with my mom's cooking. She'd try something and he'd be like, yeah, don't do this next time. That is very good. You can taste the cayenne I added to the meatloaf, which is good because I wanted it a little spicy. The gravy and the barbecue sauce work together. They aren't fighting, which is nice. The raw onion adds a little bit of crunch. Not bad at all. And, I mean, it's mushroom gravy. It's fantastic. Mashed potatoes did get a little cold waiting for the meatloaf, but gravy helps keep them a little bit more warm. I'm just using butter, salt, pepper for savory instead of sweet. Oh, okay. Well, it ain't break. Don't fix it. Had to be blunt. Yeah. Green beans, onions, and garlic always go well together. This is like a classic growing up meal for me. Although we tended to use like a jar of gravy instead of making our own, but meatloaf and green beans. I don't recommend savory oatmeal. That's better with grits. Have you tried congee? Congee. It's the savory rice porridge. Well, it doesn't have to be savory, but you can do it savory. You can do it sweet. Really big fan of that. Of like getting some pulled pork and a little bit of chili crisp oil. Some scallions. Ooh, good. The other week I opened a sealed barbecue sauce that was 1 year expired. That's what it tasted just fine and I'm not dead. I tried shrimp congee. It was nice. Yeah, that's good. I haven't had it with shrimp. I've had it with pork. But I have no complaints about it. There's a place that serves it for brunch out here, and I will get it if we ever go. This is hitting the spot. Mine had cilantro and scallions. I never had that. Looks good though. Really good. Not every Chinese place will have it though. Yeah. It's it's pretty niche, but it's also super easy to make. It's all of just rice and like chicken stock for like 2 hours, and the rice just breaks down. So you could make it yourself and then put whatever toppings you want on it. Did you have movie times
7 and 8:15.
for B&B?
AMC has a 7:15.
What would you rather do? I can finish.
I mean, I have those 2 passes for anything at AMC.
Yeah.
You just go and do that.
Okay.
With the 2 hour movie,
Correct.
we could do the 7:15.
I don't have anything hardly going on tomorrow other than Persona 3.
So it's whatever you want to do.
That's a 10 out of 10 meal you made. Pretty complete. Yeah. The only thing I wish I had was a like nice buttered roll.
You look like you have bread on you.
I know, but I just mean like a nice homemade dinner
Could have
roll.
done the frozen ones again.
I know, but they would have messed up my meatloaf. In a perfect world, I would have those. Yep, that meal right there is American backbone. Oh, absolutely. Mm. All right, guys. The wife and I are going to go try and see a movie that starts at 7, so I'm going to have to call this and scarf down the rest of this food real quick. But I do appreciate you both showing up. Sorry you didn't get to stay that long, Ghetto. But there's always the next one. And Rednificent, if you enjoyed this, I'd appreciate a follow. So you have you come back and see what we make next time. Uh, Also, I am going to be filming the entire or streaming the entirety of Persona 3 Reloaded tomorrow when it comes out after work. So I will be starting that. It's probably going to be a multi-parter. So if that interests you, feel free. All right, thanks guys. Have a good night. Enjoy your sandwich.